This week we started commenting on our current events, and we also learned prime and composite. And we got to go and say the pledge for the first time. This week was really fun.
This week we started commenting on current events. We had 2 B days this week. For math, we started on prime and composite numbers. Lastly, for writing, we started drafting our stories. Have a good day.
This week we learned prime and composite numbers. Our class has been doing this pledge this week. It was really fun.
We had 2 birthdays. One was mine. I'm 10 now. Yay! We learned prime numbers. This week we learned about prime and composite numbers. In writing, we were doing our drafts. I almost filled the entire page, and this week was really fun.
We commented on our current events. We also did prime and composite numbers. This week was really fun.
Go. Okay. This week we started drafting / pre-editing our realistic fiction stories. We also were in charge of saying the pledge this week. Well, have a nice weekend.
We've been working on commenting on current events, and Mr. Carter had 2 birthdays in a row, and that is not fair.
We did prime numbers and factor pairs, and also had 2 birthdays in a row. And I'm almost done with homework machine.
We had a pretty fun weekend. We commented on our current events, and we even had 2 birthdays in a row. We also were in charge of doing a pledge. Have a nice weekend.
In math, we did factor pairs, prime and composite numbers, and we had 2 different birthdays, Gabe and Elizabeth.
We started commenting on our classroom wall. We would read somebody's current event, then rate it, and then we would leave a
We
note.
learned about prime and composite numbers. Example 5, 11, and 19. And factor pairs. In writing, we worked on drafting and pre-writing and realistic fiction. We had to fill out our current events, and we had 2 birthdays. Have a nice weekend.
We did current events. We also did prime and composite numbers. We also had 2 birthdays in a row.
Bye. Commenting on our current events. Also, we had 2 birthdays in a row. In math, we worked on prime and compositive numbers. In writing, we started our drafts. Have a nice week.
Ariane?
Yeah.
We started factor pairs this week, and I did very literally factor pairs. We were also using prime and composite numbers like 5.
This week, we commented on all our everybody's current events. We also had 2 birthdays in a row, and not birthday for Mr. Carter. People thought it was Mr. Carter's birthday because of the announcements. What the heck?
We also commented on our walls. We also did prime numbers and composite numbers. Here's an example: 9, 11, 19, and 27.